Number 17b, calculate VO of the height of the pyramid. If we go back to the given figure, they want us to find the height VO, that is the vertical distance, and VO is from V vertically downwards, as I've drawn there. Now, to solve this, there are many approaches, and I'm going to pick the simplest one. Let me clear every writing on this drawing. So from here, we are looking for the height VO, this height here. So for us to find that height, what I'm going to do is I'm going to extract a triangle. Okay, I am going to extract a triangle. Which triangle? A triangle VOC. Okay, and then back to V. That is what I am going to extract. All right, that means the distance VC is given as 7 centimeters, but the distance OC is not given. It is not given. This distance OC is not given. But if you look at OC, it is half of AC, because AC runs from point A up to point C, but half of it forms the OC, and now the other half forms the AO. So I'm going to extract that triangle that you have seen, and then we'll focus on the dimensions. So our triangle will look like this. It is now going to be a right angle triangle because VO is vertical, and then we have C there. So this was our O center, this is where V was, and then this is where we had C. The distance VC was 7 centimeters, but the distance OC, we do not know this distance OC. Let me go back. We don't know OC, but OC is half of AC. How can we get the distance AC such that we can get its half and then we use it as OC? What we can do is to extract. There is another right angle triangle here, that is A to C and then to B. That is a right angled triangle. Okay, why? Because the base is a square, simply because the base is a square. So each of the angles of the square is 90 degrees. So on extracting that base triangle, it will look like this. Let me explain it from that instead of drawing another one. If you look at here, and I'm going to make a calculation here basically when we are referring to. So remember, this is a triangle here that we are looking at. Now, remember, by Pythagoras theorem, these are the two shorter sides, AB and AC. And if we square and sum them, they give us AC. So without wasting our time, if we get this 4 squared plus this other 4 squared, they must give us AC squared, which is the longest length we are looking for, AC squared. Therefore, if I square 4, I get 16, plus 16, I get 32, equals AC squared. Then I get AC. AC here becomes the root of 32, which is 5. Therefore, our AC becomes 5.66 centimeters. So the length AC from here up to C all the way is 5.66 centimeters. But remember, we are looking for OC, and OC is midway. Sorry, O is midway of AC. Therefore, OC is half of AC. So here from here, our OC becomes AC out of 2. It is the half. Therefore, this gives us 5.66 divided by 2. And then you press your calculator. I'm getting 2.83 centimeters. Okay. This is our length OC, right? This is our length OC. Our length OC. Then now we come back. We have found our OC to be 2.83. So this length now is 2.83 centimeters. Yes. So I'm coming here now for the last time. So we have this distance that we had not known here now as 2.83 centimeters. So we can now apply Pythagoras theorem. So from here, we shall then have, this is our height, okay, VO. This is what we are looking for. So let me call it X. And by Pythagoras theorem, which you are familiar with, if I square X, then plus I square 2.83, it should give me 7 squared. That is by Pythagoras theorem. So therefore, we shall have X squared plus 2.83 squared equals to 7 squared. And then we make X the subject of the formula. Therefore, our X squared here becomes 7 squared minus 2.83 squared. And then you press the calculator. So if I press the calculator here, I'm getting 40. This is still X squared. I'm getting 40.99111. And then for me to find X now, I then take the square root, right? Therefore, my X here becomes the square root of 40.9. I'm getting here 6.40 centimeters. That is two decimal places that I chose before. So the distance X is 6.40 centimeters. And therefore, our height VO is 6.40 centimeters. So that is the height VO of the pyramid that we were given. Yeah. So that is the solution to part B, and we shall be going to the last part C of this paper. Thank you.